Just ahead on News Center 13 Live at 5 today, Uncle Sam's first assessment of the drought-stricken crops is not good news, but it's better news than expected.
Also, our spotlight focuses on the typical Hoosier woman as seen by the Census Bureau. Judge for yourself.
Boy, this is a day you don't mind being out in the rain. Yes, it's actually raining. One of our weather watchers already, a half-inch of moisture right in the metro area. We'll have more.
You got it messed up, Bob. You go out when it's nice. In sports tonight, we'll be live from Cincinnati for the All-Star Game. Coming up, just a minute.
All right, Don, and Jesse Jackson's supporters react to DeCaucus's pick for a running mate. It's all next live at 5 in just a moment.
You can help bring more than 2,000 animals to their new Indiana home. Support the new Indianapolis Zoo Safari Roundup through your donations today.
Get the boat you want when you see what you like at Ted's Aquamarine.
You don't have much time. Starting Wednesday at 12 noon, Highland Superstores is having a spectacular 9-hour sale. Highland will be closed Wednesday until noon to mark 5 to 40% off the price of every item in the store. Then you'll have just 9 hours to save. Wednesday from noon to 9 p.m. Hurry, time is running out. The Highland Superstore's 9-hour sale. Nobody gives you more, and nobody but nobody sells for less. WTHR, Channel 13, Indianapolis. Live from the heart of Indiana, this is News Center 13, live at 5.
Good evening. Welcome to Live at 5. The first report on how our country's crops are living and dying during the worst of the drought of the century is just out from Washington.
Rich Van Wyke is live at 5 in the News Center to tell us what it means to Indiana farmers. Rich?
Kim, if the U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates are accurate, the drought has killed off about 1/4 of this country's corn, soybeans, wheat, and other grains. The drought is having a drastic effect on all American grain crops, not just Indiana's biggest crops, corn and soybeans.
The total U.S. grain production in this report is estimated at 212 million metric tons. That's a reduction of 24% from the 1987 crop.
On specifics, the U.S. Department of Agriculture predicts corn production will drop 26% from last year, soybeans falling 13%.
Right. Friendly to beans and probably neutral on corn at this point in time.
Commodities traders say the corn crop looks slightly bigger than they predicted, the soybean crop slightly smaller. They are questioning the government's estimates.
We're probably worse off than we were in '83. This crop production report on corn indicates higher yields than what we had in '83. So I think we could see some lower crop production numbers as we move into the August report.
Given the skepticism, expect grain prices to stay on the roller coaster.
We've seen highs of $11 on beans. Most recently, they're down to $8.50. We've seen highs of $3.70 on corn. Most recently, down close to $3.
While the supply of grain is down, so is demand. The predicted consumption of soybeans is down 13% and corn 5%, as higher feed prices force livestock owners to sell off herds and foreign countries to buy fewer U.S. agricultural products. Unfortunately, the outlook for U.S. dairy and cattlemen is getting worse. The USDA rates the country's pastures and range land at 46% of ideal. That is the worst rating for this time of year since they started keeping records back in 1921. Kim?
Rich, when do you think the prices are going to begin to stabilize?
Probably next month. The people who buy and sell grain will put a lot more stock in the government's next crop report that comes out in August.
Well, we'll hear from you then. In Washington, the politicians are moving drought legislation from the drawing board into the debate stages. Indiana Senator Richard Lugar emerged from a meeting with the President's Day with presidential support for drought relief. Lugar and his Senate colleagues want affected farmers to get up to $100,000 to keep crop and livestock producers in business. As the legislation moves through Congress, it begins with plans to pay farmers up to 65% of pre-drought expected earnings. Bill?
And all that Democratic vice presidential speculation is over tonight as Michael Dukakis made his choice a couple of hours ago. It's Texas Senator Lloyd Bentsen. He'll run for vice president at the side of Michael Dukakis. The two appeared together in Boston for the announcement today. The caucus Democrats say the selection of Benson brings a conservative tone to the campaign, maybe to offset charges that the caucus is too liberal to appeal to the majority of voters. The selection ends the vice presidential chances for frontrunners like Jesse Jackson and Indiana Congressman Lee Hamilton.
Well, Bill Dukakis' choice for a vice presidential running mate also rules out Jesse Jackson, as you mentioned. His supporters say they are shocked and disappointed by the governor's selection. Glendal Jones is live in the News Center with more on the story. Glendal?
Kim, I just talked with Representative Julia Carson. Now, she's one of Jackson's campaign co-chairs. She says she believes Jackson was ignored when it came to being informed about Dukakis' vice presidential choice. I'm told Jackson heard about the appointment through the media when other VP contenders were informed. Other supporters say Senator Benson's appointment was a surprise, that Jackson was considered, if only briefly.
All the conventional wisdom and speculation had sort of centered on others, on a quote-unquote Midwest strategy, having someone that had a popular appeal in the critical Midwest. So that was somewhat of a surprise.
Jackson supporters say Jackson will now concentrate on a progressive platform at the Democratic Convention. Now, most of the planks have already been adopted, but the report on minority planks is still under discussion. Of course, Jackson will be in town Thursday at the Christ Missionary Baptist Church at 7:30 to talk about the convention planks and to thank his supporters. They say they'll continue to support the Democratic ticket. Kim?
This has kind of caught a lot of folks by surprise, hasn't it, Glendal?
It sure has, because, you know, they were talking about Ohio Senator John Glenn and, of course, Lee Hamilton from Indiana, and then to have Senator Benson pulled out like that, it was just a surprise to everyone in the Jackson camp.
Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. Thanks, Glendal Jones, reporting from the News Center. So?
The employment in Indiana looks good as the summer begins, and it appears the state helped contribute to the record low national unemployment rates we heard about last week. The Indiana Department of Employment and Training Services says the unemployment rate stands at 4.5% in Indiana now. 1 year ago, the rate was almost 6.5%. Indiana manufacturers employed more workers this year than they have since 1981. And while the Democrats are gearing up for the Atlanta convention next week, the Republicans are looking at a new candidate in the Attorney General position. Tom Cochrun is in the News Center with more. Tom?
Bill, President Reagan has tapped the former governor of Pennsylvania for that job. Richard Thornburg is President Reagan's choice to replace Edwin Meese as the Attorney General. The former Pennsylvania governor worked with the U.S. Justice Department, which investigates government officials. However, Thornburg would not comment on Meese's performance as the Attorney General. President Reagan is urging the Senate to quickly confirm Thornburg. In the meantime, President Reagan has been busy with international developments, specifically in Nicaragua. Today, he retaliated for Nicaragua's expulsion of 8 U.S. diplomats. Reagan is returning the favor, ordering Nicaragua's ambassador and 7 other diplomats back to Managua. The U.S. diplomats were accused of stirring anti-government demonstrations. U.S. officials there have been ordered to leave by the end of the week. Greek authorities have 3 suspects involved in yesterday's cruise ship attack. Government sources there are distributing the 3 suspects' photographs at airports and other entry and exit points. 11 people died and 96 were injured in yesterday's attack. No one yet has claimed responsibility. And another note, the Indiana Court of Appeals has overturned a previous decision that banned a woman from having an abortion. In a 3-0 decision, the Court of Appeals decided that a Shelby Circuit Court cannot block an abortion by a Morristown woman. Shelby Circuit Court made the decision last month. No word yet if the case will be appealed to the Indiana Supreme Court, which would be the route. Kim?
Or Bill, either one. Bill? All right, Tom. We'll see you at 6 o'clock.
A lot of other things in the minds of the average woman these days. In our Spotlight report tonight, Linda Eltzroth tells you about the growing labor force and how more women are choosing to work away from home.
Nearly 3 million women call Indiana home. For some Hoosier women, it's a place to raise a family, or a place to work, or do both. These numbers from the Bureau of Labor show that more Hoosier women are opting for work outside the home.
Did you give me tea? What? Are you still hungry?
For Jan Weinzerl, staying at home with her children has its rewards.
Well, the changes in them, especially with a new baby, every day they change. They become more alert. They're doing new things every day that you wouldn't see if you weren't at home with them.
But others have entered the workforce.
I like having my own money to spend, and it gives me a sense of responsibility, something to do, because even though I'm married, it's like if I'm at home, I believe that for me to rack my brains out just sitting there. So I like work and give me some place to go. I think I like the people I work with. I do like the work. I think it's fascinating. It's very involved.
In fact, Hoosier women in the workforce represent the majority. Experts even say the day will come when there are more women working than men here in Indiana. That may already be happening. Here at Butler University in the School of Pharmacy, there are more women enrolled in classes than men. Dr. Marilyn Spencer studies labor trends.
I think women feel that they have the opportunities that they never had before, and they don't feel that they are doing something non-traditional. They are seeing more role models out there all the time.
And she says it's hard to define the average Hoosier woman because there are more choices for a woman to create her own individual lifestyle. Linda Eltzroth, News Center 13.
So ahead live at 5, our senior watch on the issues facing the fastest growing segment of society. Maggie Greely has that.
And a local seniors group is demanding changes, major changes, in how Indiana regulates nursing homes.
It is news for Columbus and Anderson and all of central Indiana, and this is live at 5.
Save up to $100 per room. Carpet Fashion's discontinued carpet sale. Hurry in now for best selections at all 5 Carpet Fashion superstores in Indianapolis and Lafayette.
Come enjoy the fun at WTHR's Great American Kids Show, July 30th and 31st at the Indiana Convention Center. Presented in part by Baskin-Robbins, Little Caesars Pizza, and Beck Toyota. Discount coupons available at Kroger.
The Great American Kids Show. Come join the games and fun. We're calling everyone to the Great American Kids Show.
The St. Vincent Family Life Center class reunion.
St. Vincent was the ideal place for my early arrival. I arrived a little early, too. Thanks to the special care nursery with the latest equipment and a dedicated staff of baby specialists, everything was fine. Good choice, Mom and Dad.
St. Vincent Family Life Center, 871-BEAR.
Thanks, St. Vincent.
What if you see? Nearly 40,000 senior citizens live in Indiana nursing homes, and recent studies show that many are getting substandard care. Bruce Kopp reports that one group is calling for reform.
A recent audit by the State Board of Health is critical of nursing homes in Indiana. Today, a senior citizens group took aim at the 13-member body which regulates nursing homes, the Health Facilities Council.
This last 6 years of trying to implement nursing home reform with the council in place has been a failure. We need to get rid of the council.
United Senior Action calls the council's enforcement standards tragically inadequate, saying that out of 180 rules for nursing homes, only one carries the maximum $10,000 fine.
If the patient were beat to death, the $10,000 fine could not be imposed.
Among the reforms United Senior Action wants is creating a system of mandatory fines, increasing the State Board of Health's regulatory budget, and allow nursing home residents the right to sue nursing homes.
Another problem is trying to figure out which nursing home is best. You can come here to the State Board of Health to review records, but you may not come back with much.
Well, they're hard to understand because they're not written as a document that the public could, is expected to come in and pick up and read and use as a tool to evaluate a nursing home. They're written as the legal document.
United Senior Action plans to take its fight to state lawmakers, but there will be plenty of opposition in a state well known for its record of defeating nursing home reform measures. Bruce Kopp, News Center 13.
Well, not all disabled elderly folks go to nursing homes. Tonight, our seniors reporter Maggie Greely has a story behind something we're coming to know as the sandwich generation. Maggie?
Kim, contrary to popular belief, when seniors get old or ill, they aren't just shipped off to nursing homes. There is new information that indicates today's caregivers aren't expensive professionals. They are members of the sandwich generation.
I am at the point where I don't know how much more my family can take. I just don't know where their breaking point is.
Estelle Duffy is part of the sandwich generation. Defined, they are typically young and middle-aged women ready to start their golden years, caught between taking care of parents and raising their own children.
And something's going to happen to hurt her physically, and it just tears my heart apart to see my mom's going to turn into a vegetable.
Characterized by high stress, There is typically great pride experienced in caring for their own. The Duffy family is featured in an NBC documentary which looks at aging. I talked with correspondent Connie Chung via satellite.
If we as Americans continue doing what we're doing, which is taking care of our old people at home, that is a great measure of dignity for them. That, for the most part, putting your parents in a nursing home, unless it's absolutely difficult to take care of them, that many people do not like that.
It's usually not a matter of economics, and there is every indication the sandwich generation will grow as the older population does. In fact, the fastest growing segment of our population includes those over 85. Let's face it, everybody's doing it, aging. Appropriately, that's the name of the documentary. It airs tonight at 10 on WTHR, and it will likely enlighten you to some of the problems of aging. If it sparks a question, we urge you to call the Senior Citizens Information Line at 925-7100.
All right, Maggie, we'll see you next week. Still to come live at 5, will we see rain tonight? I think it's already coming down in Indianapolis. Bob Gregory is next for the AccuWeather forecast.
And more important, will it move towards Cincinnati? The National and American League's best are getting ready in that town tonight. Don Hein will have a complete coverage in sports coming up.
It's news from Martinsville, Kokomo, and all of central Indiana, and this is Live at 5.
It's Lobster Fest time at Red Lobster. We know what you love the most. At our Lobster Fest, we do lobster best. No one else even comes close.
From $8.95, kids just 99 cents.
Have a tempting lobster trio. Mornay, if you're in the mood. Our tails are the best at our Lobster Fest. We know how you love seafood.
Now get a half pound of snow crab legs for just $3.95 with any entree.
Sharing a laugh with a friend costs so little, but means so much.
Hello. So the bartender said I was talking to the duck. Brad.
Hey, what's the matter? That joke always cracks you up.
Now's not a good time, Brad. I'll call you back. He was talking to the duck.
Get a cheap laugh, not so long distance, with Indiana Bell.
Live, wherever news to you is happening, SkyPath Satellite reports exclusively on News Center 13. Tomorrow's news now.
Looking to redecorate your home or furnishing your first apartment? Then look to Houseworks for modern bedroom furnishings for your family. From Amisco, the leader in family bedroom designs. Or try an elegant and stylish look from Techline. These durable, scratch-resistant furnishings are modularly designed to be flexible enough to accommodate every room in your home. Available only at Houseworks. So stop by our Broad Ripple location and complement your lifestyle with affordable designs from Houseworks.
And the winner of the gold medal for high-efficiency natural gas furnaces is your Central Indiana Amana-Man. He recommends only natural gas. The gold medal winner in affordable whole house air conditioning is your Central Indiana Amana-Man. There are no other medals. And the gold medal for quality service and trouble-free installations goes to your Central Indiana Amana-Man. Nobody else is even close. Gas is the natural choice in home heating, and your Central Indiana Amana-Man, he's as good as gold. Everything else is second best.
Bob Gregory's AccuWeather carries the seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society.
Well, it's raining outside. How about it, Bob Gregory?
Kind of fun to stand out here in the street corner. Rusty and I have this all figured out when the cars go by, depending on the speed, just how far up the water crashes. Plenty of water downtown, and boy, is that nice to see for a while. Some rain showers in central Indiana. We'll talk about where and how much and what the prospects are for more in just a little bit. Very quickly, let's take a look at what we had as far as temperature range was concerned today. Last hour, it's officially out at the airport. Our high 89 degrees in Indianapolis. Our morning low reading at 66, but at the airport, they're reporting overcast 85. Downtown, we have a light rain shower now, 78 degrees. The difference of a cool shower, whoa, there goes a big wave. 51% our relative humidity. Winds out of the north at 14. Pressure, that's rising at 30 inches even. Now, look at our National Weather Service radar. We have some scattered showers through the central part of the state from near Crawfordsville to about 10 miles north of Indianapolis, extending eastward, towards near the Rushville area. The showers are moving east at about 20 miles an hour. Had a couple of reports from our weather watchers. Over near 30th and German Church, as much as an inch of rain has fallen. Paul Barley up near Roslyn and Kessler said he picked up a half-inch of rain in 15 minutes. The National Weather Service radar. This is the composite of Weather Service radars all over the country. Very heavy showers down in Texas and Oklahoma. 4 to 5 inches of rain there. As that comes eastward, the southern part of the region may get some more rain out of that tomorrow. On the National Weather Map, the closeness of that front to the Indianapolis area is the reason for our showers now. And as this thing changes, as you'll see on our weather map tomorrow, we'll have 2 more opportunities for showers. Ahead of the warm front, we could pick up a chance of some scattered showers or thunder showers on tomorrow's weather map. And then back behind that, take a look at our map for tomorrow now. Behind this thing, very hot, humid air will infiltrate, so we'll get back up into the low 90s. And then on Thursday, the cold front is expected to come through, so we'll have another opportunity for more scattered showers and thunderstorms at that time. Precipitation probabilities in the next 24 hours. Well, this map illustrates that the greatest likelihood of showers will occur in southern Indiana, but there still is hope. So here's what my AccuWeather forecast has. Cloudy, still a shower or thunderstorm around this evening. Our overnight low will come in at 68 degrees. During the day tomorrow, a mixture of clouds and sunshine with a chance of a thunderstorm. High will be 88. And then the humidity will really feel sticky tomorrow night. The low will only be 72. Because of the moistness in the atmosphere, maybe a chance of a shower or thunderstorm. A hot, humid day, 94 for us on Thursday with a chance of a thunderstorm with a front. And not out of the question, we might even end up with some severe type weather. After that goes through, the air will be much more comfortable for Friday and Saturday. I'll talk more about that for you at 6 o'clock inside. Right now, back to Kim and Bill in the News Center.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
All right. Well, it's not a day to do this, but before you buy those sassy summer sunglasses, there's something you should know. There's more to choosing the right shades than meets the eye. Jane Harrington's live at 5 in the News Center with the latest on this, Jane.
Well, if you're confused by all the many tint shapes and ultraviolet protection levels now available in sunglasses, you're not alone. Even the experts disagree.
Citing the results of certain animal studies, some eye specialists say you should choose strong ultraviolet ray protective lenses to avoid sun damage to your eyes.
But we just don't know if that's actually true. But I do think that patients should be aware of the fact that there is this possibility, so that when they talk to their eye specialists, their ophthalmologist, optician, or optometrist about glasses, that they be given a choice.
He says what's important is choosing lenses large enough to avoid glare. He also says gray or green lenses do not distort color as much as brown, red, or pink-tinted glasses.
Dr. Yee tells me protection from ultraviolet rays is available in clear lenses as well. He says the best advice is to consult your eye specialist about the type of glasses most suitable for you.
Kim? All righty, Jane, with the rain, we may have to wait till tomorrow to buy them.
Yeah.
Don Hein is next with a live report from Cincinnati on tonight's All-Star Game when we come back.
An important message for veterans of the United States Armed Forces from Mr. Brian Keith.
I'm a veteran, and I carry this card. I carry it because it stands behind a life insurance plan developed just for veterans 45 to 74. It's called Service Life, and it's valuable, affordable, and easy to get. It's valuable because it can provide your family with up to $50,000 of initial protection. $50,000 to protect your family in the event of your death. Affordable because it costs $1 a week. That's right. $1 a week. And it's easy to get because no veteran, 45 to 74, can be turned down for any reason. Even if you've had health problems or had surgery recently, your acceptance is guaranteed. And if you call now, your spouse is entitled to receive 3 full months coverage at no cost to you. That's 3 full months coverage at absolutely no cost. Service Life comes with this ironclad 30-day money-back guarantee. If you can find a lower-cost life insurance plan for veterans, or if you're dissatisfied for any reason, your premium will be refunded in full. Don't take chances with your family's financial security. This free Veterans Information Package tells you in full detail all about Service Life. Find out for yourself why I recommend Service Life and why I bought it myself. Here's how you get it.
To get your free Veterans Information Package, call toll-free 1-800-227-5300.
It comes in the mail, so no agent will visit. You'll also receive information about the family will kit. It's free and tells you how to prepare for your own will at home. So call now, 1-800-227-5300. That's 1-800-227-5300.
How much you want to bet the first thing in Don Hein's Sportscast has to do with All-Stars?
That's wrong. I'm not... Yes, it is, of course. Yeah, guys, they're concerned I would bet a dollar bill about nothing in Cincinnati except the possibility of rain. A bit ironic, isn't it? We have our Darrel Burnett standing by from the overlook of Riverfront Stadium with a preview of tonight's All-Star game. Darrel?
And it appears no rain tonight. The view from across the River Don is simply spectacular tonight. This is the first time in 18 years the great city of Cincinnati has hosted the All-Star game. Of course, the last time in 1970. And from all indications at this point, it will be stars on the field and stars in the sky. The rain is gone, and the stars are ready to come out in Cincinnati tonight. The Cubs have more All-Stars than any other National League team with 6, and one wouldn't be anywhere else tonight.
Well, you get a chance to see the different stars from around both leagues, and guys that you go out and compete against every day, to come together as one. It makes for most of the fun.
The American League would like to put its losing record behind as well. One American Leaguer in particular feels strongly about ending his personal drought here at Riverfront Stadium.
This is close to my hometown in Indiana there, so I'd like to get a knock in there somewhere.
This is Danny Jackson's new hometown. After spending his career in Kansas City, Jackson picked the perfect time and place to play his first All-Star game.
I'm looking forward to it. I know I'm going to get maybe 1 or 2 innings in it, hopefully. If I don't, that's all right. It don't bother me. I'm just glad to be here.
And so are the fans. It will be a packed house at Riverfront tonight. By the way, they held an autograph session for ex-All-Stars today in which fans paid $15 for Mickey Mantle's autograph, Don. He will make more money than a lot of the All-Stars on the field tonight. I guess it pays to play, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm Darrel Burnett live via Sky Path at the All-Star game. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the on-the-scene weather report. We'll see you at 6 o'clock, Darrel. Hey, for the next 2 kart races, Al Unser Sr. will be carrying the colors of the Vince Granatelli team, replacing Roberto Guerrero. Granatelli told us today that Roberto just wanted some time off, that this wasn't a permanent thing. This video of Unser Sr. in the car is when he subbed for Roberto just last year. Well, our city's getting ready for the Olympic track and field trials beginning this Friday. Evidence of that, Evelyn Ashford's clinic today at Lawrence North High School. The world record holder in the 100 meters has been running more in Europe than the United States. And we wondered why.
Well, in a way, it takes a lot of the pressure off because I won't meet the sprinters who are here. I get to travel.
Now, as we predicted yesterday, Ron Rothstein is the new head coach of the expansion Miami Heat in the NBA. He was a Detroit Pistons assistant for 2 years. Our Colts have been given permission by the league to sign and play Tony Collins. Practice begins Friday at 3:30. And I thought I'd blow your mind here with a little arena football where they can